But for those who don't know what's been going on, someone sent me a tweet from Bishop Swan, and he had made comments about white evangelicals being white supremacists. So I took issue with it graciously in an article. I took issue, and that then led to some pretty intense Twitter exchanges, in the midst of which I kept saying, hey, let's talk, let's dialogue, let's talk, let's dialogue. You posted your views publicly. I posted a public response. I'm happy to talk. So as things continue to go on, and Kai, let's just grab those slides. I posted this, all right? My prayer for those falsely and dangerously throwing around the white supremacist charge. This is my public prayer. May the love of the Father flood your heart. May you come to know Jesus in a way you never have before. And may the spirit of truth prevail in your life. When you curse me, I bless you. All right, so then Bishop Swan responded, my prayer for you bigots denying the white supremacist charge. So just notice the difference in tone for whatever it's worth. This is why my heart goes out to Bishop Swan and those in his camp, because there's something blinding him from, if he can see these things about me, he's got the wrong glasses on. I'll stand with him side by side to confront systemic injustice and oppression and racism in our country, side by side, in a heartbeat. Will, okay? So this was his. May the love of the Father flood your heart. So my prayer, may you come to know Jesus in a way you never have before. May the spirit of truth prevail in your life. When you curse us, you curse yourself. So I saw that, either it was forwarded to me or someone tweeted it. So this is how then I responded. Let's go to the next one. Well, here's the difference between Bishop Swan and myself. I speak blessings to him. He speaks curses to me. And rather than curse him, I say we should talk and we should work together against injustice. In turn, he slanders. May the Lord give him grace. All right, here's what comes next. Here's the difference between you and I. I speak truth about injustice and promote a gospel of liberation. You're a white supremacist who preaches a gospel of oppression against those who don't ascribe to your whitenized slaveholder brand of Christianity. You know, it's such a pity to see someone who has as much influence as Bishop Swan and who's a leader in a Pentecostal church. I'm Pentecostal myself, and I probably have a lot in common with. It's so terribly sad to see him have such horrifically wrong perceptions about a brother in Jesus who stands against injustice and is often spoken about the unrighteousness of those saying gay is the new black or transgender is the new black, and what a dishonor that is to the African-American community, and how ungodly it is to compare the history of African-Americans with gay history in America. And by the way, it's not just me, just a couple more tweets. It's not just me. This is the broad brush with which Bishop Swan is now painting. White evangelicalism is white supremacy in drag. White evangelicalism is white supremacy and drag. And I finally said, okay, with the last attacks, I'm just blocking, because on the heels of his stuff was a flood of even uglier stuff flooding my Twitter inbox constantly, all right, or my Twitter feed. So I blocked him, and I told him, here's why. And he said, another white supremacist knockout. I responded, you're blocked for consistent false accusations, lying, slander, and refusing a dialogue. When you're open to talk, I'm quite available. Feel free to congratulate yourself. You only knocked yourself out. So friends, the difference between the gospel of Jesus and the modern gospel of social justice is the gospel of Jesus unites races through forgiveness, reconciliation, truth, and justice. The gospel of social justice is not really the gospel. It divides races. It divides them in many different ways. It divides them through spreading hatred and bitterness and false accusation. And instead of saying, hey, let's stand against injustice together, it creates deeper divisions. It's sad. But Bishop Swan, in the name of Jesus, I bless you. If you're a brother in the Lord just speaking out of anger or hurt and you've misperceived me, I forgive you. Let me say it again. If you're a brother in the Lord, I look forward to getting to know you either in this world or the world to come. But you better get used to me, because I'm going to be around here and in the world to come by the grace and love of God.